Good afternoon, scholars. This is Miss Lott here again. I am coming at you with Lesson 2 from Module 5. Mr. Ramey will be doing Module 4. I'm going to do Module 5. That way any of you guys that are done with your math packets, which I've heard from a few parents, or you need a little extra push or some enrichment, this is a challenge so that we're meeting all kids where they are. So, Lesson 2, we're covering I can count 10 objects in a group of 10 to 20 objects. I can describe it as 10 ones and blank ones. Let's hop into our fluency. So we're focusing on one more today, and we're going to be using the sentence stem blank is one more than blank. So let's look to see how many dots we have. We have 3 dots. So what is one more than that? 4. Good job. So 4 is one more than 3. Make sense? Awesome. Okay, you're going to do this next one on your own. How many dots? Good. And what's one more? Awesome. So whisper to the person watching the video with you or someone at home what our sentence stem is. Blank is one more than blank. Go tell them. We've got 10 more seconds to get back to the computer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to the next slide. I see 4 dots, so what is one more than 4? Remember, you can always use your hands if you need a little help with figuring that out. Start with 4, add 1 more, so you should have 5. So our sentence stem should be 5 is one more than what? 4. Good job. Next one. I see how many dots? 2. Good. And what's one more than 2? Good. So we have 3 is one more than 2. Okay, let's look at our application problem. Application problem says Lisa counted some sticks into one pile of 10. She counted 5 other sticks into another pile. So we're going to have 2 piles total. You're going to draw a picture to show Lisa's piles of sticks. While you're doing that, I'm going to draw it. That way I can share my picture with you when you're done with your picture. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect like we always say in class. Just has to get the point across of what you have going on in your pile. Okay, so I am going to share my screen with you so we can make sure that we have the same thing. Let's count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 in this pile. Then it says count 5 other sticks into another pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 here. So if I were to add those together as a little extension, it doesn't say 2, but if I wanted to add it together, I would just count them off. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So my total number is 15. Cool way to figure that out is here's one part. Here's my second part. And this is my whole, just to kind of take it back to our last module. So these 2 parts make up a whole number of 15. We have a double-digit teen number. So let's look at our problem set. We're going to look at the first one together, and then you'll be able to do the others by yourself. You're going to touch and count 10 things, and you're going to put a check over each one as you count 10 things. So they gave you a little example up here. They put a check over every one until they got to the number 10 and no more checks. So I'm going to do that with the ducks and show you what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 ones here, and I didn't put any checks here because that's more than 10. So my 10 are already accounted for here, so I'm just going to count what doesn't have a check, and that's what goes on this line. So 1, 2, and 3. I have 10 ones and 3 ones. Who knows what number that would give me if I counted all of them? If you said the number 13, give yourself a pat on the back because you are correct. So you can do the other 3 on your own. I am going to flip to your exit ticket just to explain. On your exit ticket, you're going to circle the correct numbers that describe the pictures. So I have 10 ones and 3 ones, and I have 10 ones and 7 ones. So I have to count before I know which one of these is right. Whichever one is right is the one I'm circling, just like they did in the example up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I have 1 1 over here. So if you want to double check yourself the same way we did on your problem set, use your checks and then count which one doesn't have a check. So I have 10 ones and 1 1. So that's the correct answer to circle. You're going to do the same thing on your exit ticket and have an adult check it for you, and then make sure you send us a picture of it. If you don't have your Module 5 workbook and you would like to work on that because you're done with Module 4, please reach out to myself or one of your teachers and we can get that emailed over to you. If you need my email address, it's clot@uplifteducation.org. If you have any further questions, please just let us know. Other than that, make it a great day, scholars.